Today in court, Cassie Ventura took the stand and peeled back the curtain on over a decade of alleged abuse, coercion, and psychological warfare at the hands of music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. Her testimony detailed instances of physical violence, emotional manipulation, and financial control. Cassie described how Diddy allegedly used his influence to isolate her from friends and family, and how he controlled her career and finances. She also recounted specific incidents of physical violence, including one where she claimed Diddy assaulted her in a hotel room. And what she revealed wasn't just shocking, it was a damning portrait of power, control, and corruption behind the scenes of celebrity fame. Cassie began by detailing what she called freak-offs, a disturbing term for drug-fueled parties orchestrated and controlled entirely by Diddy. These sessions weren't some occasional stunt. They were frequent, almost weekly, and they followed her around the globe. New York, Louisiana, Miami, Ibiza, you name it. At just 22 years old, Cassie said she was first introduced to these gatherings, where male escorts were hired and she was forced to participate while under the influence of heavy substances like X and GHB. Cassie also revealed that these events were meticulously planned, with Diddy ensuring that every detail was controlled, from the location to the participants. She described feeling trapped and coerced, with no way to escape the cycle of abuse and manipulation. And Diddy wasn't a passive observer. According to Cassie, he directed everything, down to who was involved, what she wore, where they met, and how it played out. He allegedly recorded these sessions too, turning her humiliation into personal entertainment. It wasn't just sex, it was surveillance and psychological control. Cassie also revealed that Diddy used GPS tracking to monitor her every move, and he would frequently send her threatening messages to ensure she stayed in line. The constant surveillance created an environment of fear and control, leaving her feeling trapped and powerless. One of the most disturbing details, she named one of the male escorts Diddy allegedly hired, Jonathan Oddie. He has now reportedly testified as well, supporting Cassie's claims and painting a similarly graphic picture of what went on behind closed doors. Oddie detailed multiple incidents, corroborating Cassie's allegations with specific dates and descriptions, adding weight to her shocking testimony. But the trauma didn't end at the bedroom door. Cassie testified that the prolonged abuse had severe physical consequences. She spoke about repeated urinary tract infections, gastrointestinal distress, and painful bodily sores. According to her, Diddy would force her to engage in sex acts even while she was menstruating or heavily drugged. The court gasped when she revealed that these experiences left her with lasting medical issues that she's still coping with today. Cassie also detailed chronic pain, ongoing mental health struggles, and the need for continuous physical therapy as part of her recovery process. She also accused Diddy of graping her in 2018. This wasn't during the height of their relationship. This was after they had already broken up, during what she described as a supposed closure meeting. Instead of reconciliation, she says she was met with force and trauma. The incident reportedly took place in a New York City hotel, and Cassie filed a police report shortly after. Her legal team has stated that they have substantial evidence to support her claims, including witness testimonies and surveillance footage. Then there's the 2016 hotel incident. According to Cassie, Diddy brutally assaulted her in a hotel hallway. This wasn't just a he said, she said claim. Surveillance footage from that night was presented in court, showing a visibly shaken Cassie trying to flee the situation. Police were called to the scene, and a report was filed documenting the incident. The incident made headlines, further tarnishing Diddy's public image. And the control wasn't limited to her personal life. Cassie says her career was practically hijacked. Diddy allegedly withheld her phone, dictated her wardrobe, and even forced her to carry firearms. She said her music career was sabotaged, albums shelved, songs never released, because Diddy demanded so much of her time and emotional energy for these disturbing rendezvous. Her artistry was silenced under the weight of what she called sexually traumatic servitude. Cassie also revealed that she faced legal battles over her music rights, further stalling her career. She described tense negotiations and contract disputes that left her feeling powerless. The constant pressure and control led to creative blocks and emotional turmoil, making it nearly impossible for her to focus on her music. In one particularly terrifying moment, Cassie recounted a freak-off in Los Angeles that ended with Diddy storming out to confront his longtime nemesis, Suge Knight. Allegedly, Diddy heard Suge was eating at a diner nearby, grabbed a weapon, and stormed out with his security team, leaving Cassie stranded and terrified. That wasn't just a power play, it was unhinged paranoia mixed with mob boss bravado. News outlets quickly picked up the story, reporting on the heated confrontation and the chaos that ensued. Police were called to the scene, and a crowd gathered as tensions escalated. The incident sparked a flurry of social media reactions and became a hot topic of discussion. Throughout all of this, Diddy reportedly used voyeurism and surveillance as tools of control. Cassie claims he watched her constantly, and even enjoyed recording the most humiliating moments for later viewing. It was psychological warfare disguised as luxury and fame. Reports indicate that hidden cameras were installed in various locations, including her bedroom and private spaces. Cassie discovered these devices only after feeling an eerie sense of being watched. Legal documents reveal that this surveillance was part of a broader pattern of control and manipulation. Today's testimony makes one thing brutally clear. This trial is not about salacious gossip. It's about the abuse of power, the deliberate destruction of a young woman's agency, and the consequences that come from unchecked celebrity influence. Diddy, who has pleaded not guilty to all charges, including sex trafficking, racketeering, and transporting individuals for the purpose of prostitution, faces the very real possibility of life in prison if convicted. The trial has garnered significant media attention, with many speculating on the broader implications for the entertainment industry. Advocates for victims' rights are closely watching, hoping for a precedent that could lead to more accountability for powerful figures. As the trial progresses, the world waits to see if justice will be served. The trial is expected to last up to 10 weeks, but after what we heard from Cassie today, it's hard to imagine that public opinion hasn't already begun to shift. The man once known as a kingmaker in hip-hop may soon be facing the collapse of the empire he built, brick by brick, scandal by scandal. Stay tuned as we continue to bring you the latest updates on this unfolding story. Subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay informed. We'll be watching every step of the way. Stay tuned for more updates on this case, including exclusive interviews and expert analysis. Subscribe for the latest news as it unfolds.